Morning, boys and girls. I hope you're ready for our math lesson. We're going to continue working on extending what we've been learning about combining sets. Right here, I have a train, a cube train. If I have it standing up, I call it a tower. If I have it laying flat, I call it a train. So I have a cube train right here. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What I'm going to do today is first I'm going to take one off of my cube train of 10. So I don't have 10 anymore. Let's see how many I have now if I take one off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Mrs. Frey has 9 right now, and what I would like to do is I would like to make 9 using 2 different color number trains. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take off 3. So I have 1, 2, 3. So if you remember, I have my 6. What I want to do is I want to make, or I'm sorry, friends, not 6. I have my 9, and what I want to do is I want to make 9. But right now, I only have 3 yellow. So if I line these up, and if you can see, the yellow, whoops, it's sliding a little. The yellow cube train only goes up to here. It needs some more to be able to make 9. So what we can do, and actually I'm going to turn it like this, and I'm going to push the yellow right up against the red like this. So this tells me that I have 3 yellow cubes, and let's count how many more I need to get to 9, and we're going to use blue cubes to get to 9. So let's count. So 3, and how many more are going to make 9? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am going to take, I'm going to put my board down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mrs. Frey is going to take now a train of 6 blue cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am also going to lay it right against the red. So the red is right here. Let's see if we can put this, there we go. So if you take a look, this is my red. This is my group of 9. I want to make 9 using 2 different numbers. So 3, the yellow represents the number 3. And then blue is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 and 6 make 9. If I want to write that, boys and girls, and I want to write that down on my board, the first number I'm going to write is 3. Then I'm going to write the word and then do you remember how many blue there were? 6, correct. So Mrs. Frey is going to write 6, and then I'm going to write the word is, and do you remember how many 3 and 6 was all together? Look at my train, my red train. I'm going to give you a minute. What is 3 and 6? I hope you said 9. I'm going to write 9. Oh, yep, I think I hear we wrote 9. Good job. So 3 and 6 is 9. Say it with me. 3 and 6 is 9. Great job. We're going to do another one. And what we're going to do is we're also going to make 9 a different way. So the first way that we made 9, friends, was we did 3 and 6 is 9. Mrs. Frey is going to write it a little bit smaller up at the top of her board because we're going to make a few more combinations of 9. So the next one that Mrs. Frey wants to do is Mrs. Frey is going to have my very tall, long train of 9 red ones. Now I need to think of another way to make 9. I want to see if you can figure it out this time. I'm just going to take, how many or yellow ones do I have now, friends? 1, 2. So Mrs. Frey wrote down the number 2. Then I'm going to write and I'm going to leave that number blank, and then I'm going to write is 9 because we are adding up to 9. So when Mrs. Frey puts, I'm going to do it like I did last time, and I'm going to show you. Let me move my computer screen for a second, friends. So I have my tower of 9, and I'm going to match up 2. I want you to point and count while I point and tell me how many more to get to 9. We have 2. How many more do we need, friends? I'm going to point. You count. I hope, my friends, what are we saying? 7? Correct. So 2 and 7 is 9. Great job. We're going to do another way to make 9, friends. So the next way that we're going to make 9, I am going to hold up my long train of 9 again, my red train. So see how I have 9, friends. And what you need to do is you need to tell Mrs. Frey, when I take my yellow cubes and line them up, how many more I'm going to need but of blue cubes. So right now, let me put camera down. So right now, I wrote the number 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow cubes. So 4 and how many more are going to get us to 9, friends? So I'm going to show you again, and I want you to count the red ones. As my finger moves on each one, count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means I need 5 of the blue cubes. So I have 4 yellow. I'm going to write the sight word and. We counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue. And all together, that makes 9. So 4 and 5 is 9. So let's look at the 3 examples that we just did together. I would like everybody to repeat after Mrs. Frey, and I would like you to say 3 and 6 is 9. Let me hear ya. Great job. Now I want you to repeat this one. 2 and 7 is 9. Great job. And now we're going to do this one. 4 and 5 is 9. Awesome job. We're going to do one more. You guys are doing so awesome. I'm going to do another one with you. So the next one that I want to do is I am only going to use 1 yellow cube. So 1 and how many more is going to be 9. So, oops, I dropped my cube. Hold on. I am going to use, hold on, because I've written all over my board. So I'm going to use my lesson plan book. And I am going to put, do you see the 1 yellow cube? And now I have 9 red ones. So let's count how we match these guys up. Let's count how many more we need to get to 9. We have 1. You count for me as I point. Oh, did we all say the number 8? Great. So it is the number 8. So Mrs. Frey is going to get 8 blue cubes. And I'm going to line them up. So you can see here is the red. And then here is the 1 yellow and the 8 blue. So that means, friends, that 1 and 8 is 9. Now the last one I'm going to give you, friends, is a little tricky, but I know you're super smart, so you can handle it. Are you ready to be tricked by Mrs. Frey? Or maybe I won't even be able to trick you because you guys are so smart, but I'm going to try. Okay, I have my train of 9. 9. And the number that Mrs. Frey is going to write down and show you in a minute, friends, is the number 9. 9. So if I have 9 and my goal is to make 9, how many more do I need? Do I need yellow cubes? Do I need blue cubes? Or am I okay with what I have? I have 9 and I want to make 9. So what is my missing number to make 9? I hope that you guys said, and I bet you did because you're so smart and I have trouble tricking you guys, 0. 9 and 0 is 9. I don't need to add anything else because I already have 9 friends. So 9 and 0 is 9. So what I would like you to practice doing today is you can use whatever you have around the house. If you want to use, hold on, if you have paper and you want to use like crayons and markers, what you could do is Mrs. Frey's going to show you on a piece of paper, okay, because I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have you make different combinations of 8. So I'm going to draw 8 just squares if you have markers or crayons or pencils, but I would like you to have some colors. And actually, Mrs. Frey has a green. Let me grab my red one real quick because I also have a red marker, see? Because I'm going to want you to use 3 different colors. So I made my train. I just made squares to make a cube train. I have a little whiteboard at home. If you have a piece of paper, that would be awesome. And then pick 2 color markers, and then you're going to figure out ways to make 8. So Mrs. Frey is going to show you. So you may want to draw, and whichever colors you have at home you use. These are the colors Mrs. Frey has at her house. So this is what I'm using. So right now I have 2 green cubes, and I want to make 8. So I'm going to write the number 2, and then I'm going to write the word and then I'm going to write is 8, because what we're trying to find is the missing number to get to 8. 2 and blank is 8. So I'm going to use a red marker next. How many red squares do I need to draw? Look and see, because right here, this is how many. Count for me. I hope you all said 6. So I'm going to take the second color, a different one, my red one, and I am going to draw 6 red cubes for my cube train on my whiteboard. And like I said, you guys can do this on a piece of paper. That's fine. And what I would like you to do then is you can count. You have 1, 2 green, and let's count the reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 and what number am I going to write here? Let me hear it. 6. Awesome sauce. So 2 and 6 is 8. Repeat with Mrs. Frey. 2 and 6 is 8. So what I want you to do is just how Mrs. Frey showed you at the beginning of the lesson. I showed you my big long train of 9, and we wrote down a couple of ways to make 9. Well, now I took 1 cube away, and I want you guys to come up with different combinations to make 8. And what you're going to do is you can just draw it out. So draw all 8 cubes first at the top, and then use 2 different colors, markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you have, and then write the number sentence. 2 and 6 is 8. And then let's try one more for practice, okay? So that was 2 and 6 is 8. Mrs. Frey is going to erase that one. And next, Mrs. Frey is going to draw one more green one on my whiteboard. So right now, Mrs. Frey has 3 green. So let's see how many red I have to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to pick up my red, friends, and I'm going to draw. Oh, my red doesn't want to open. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red ones. Now, I'm going to ask you a question and see if you friends know the answer after I show you my board. How am I going to write the number sentence for this? Remember, it's adding up to 8. Hold on. Mrs. Frey's having trouble with her red marker. It doesn't want to open or close. Oh, it's being difficult today. Okay, so How do I write this number sentence? How do I start? Well, first we're gonna look at the green. So count the green. That's the first number we need to write. So tell me the number. If you said 3, you got it right. Good job. So 3 and then count the reds. How many? 5, good job. And then the last step we need to do is write the word is and then the answer. 3 and 5 is, let's count it all together, friends, and then you can write the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 and 5 is 8. So you can practice different ways of making 8, just like I practice different ways of making 9 with you. And then when you finish that, you can try and practice different ways because if you did the rainbow paper, you didn't have to, but if you did it, then you've already practiced ways to make 10. So then Mrs. Frey just showed you ways to make 9, and I showed you some ways to make 8. And then after you're done practicing ways to make 8, if you want to try ways to make 7, you can give that a try. So this is the paper that you're going to be working on today, and you need to count how many you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can put 7 in your hat, or you can draw the squares if you want. You can draw 10 squares and then make 7 of them one color and figure out how many more you need to get to 10. So if I put 7 in my head and I need to count on to get to 10, I'm going to go 8, 9, 10. So on the first line, it says count how many. You're going to write the answer 10. But on the second line, or I'm sorry, not 10. Sorry, friends, 7. You're going to write the number 7 on the line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then how many more to get to 10? You're going to put that in your head. 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're going to write 3. So that means 7 and 3 make 10. And then you're going to try the same with the next one in the picture of the carrots. So that is our math lesson for today, friends. So keep up the good work. Keep practicing different ways to combine numbers up to 10. So if you practice the rainbow paper, great. You practiced ways of making 10. If not, you could do that if you would like for some extra practice, but it's not required. We also practiced 9 today. I showed you that and taught you that. Then I just showed you 2 examples of 8, and I want you to come up with some more examples of 8. And then after you give 8 a try, do the workbook page. And if you feel like giving 7 a try, then try see all the different ways that you can combine numbers to make 7. So great job with math today, friends. Keep up the good work, and I will see you for tomorrow's math lesson. Bye. Have a great day.